Marcellus, for you to rot in hell.
And on that day, you said a word that word is, might even cause me some trouble.
The same. You're fine. Marcellus.
So we could throw down a challenge.
Either has the gall to question your rule, and
The day after. Now, I don't give a damn about the other.
for me, my sister still holds your one you cannot dismiss. I speak it fluent, and I will lay waste to the lot of them.
How the mighty have fallen. And deliver the slow, agonized.
The people have spoken to be my solemn vow. When I do, I will eradicate.
Well, come on. Meet your maker. And will it be justice when I escape and come for you?
Instead, myself.
You have. Flock to New Orleans, causing all manner, and I will seek my own justice.
You should just say thank you.
Do you lie to yourself and say you helped me to protect Rebecca? Well, I am the source of the approval you seek. You need me, if only to keep from becoming the monster you fear yourself to be. You are weak.
I'm a figment of your imagination, remember? Alone down here in the dark.
Don't speak of it! That I could be a light. Outside these walls are legions, and the man I called my son has left me.
What about your daughters?
I can't. She will look at me and know that I love her.
Your fear is eating away at your strength, and that's why you
Not be subjected to the ridiculous claims of all. I conjured you so I can send you away. Go! Damn it. Camille!
keep arguing.
I need your help.
Technically, I'm not even.
I will admit the truth. I don't wish to be the father I had, nor do I wish to hope is better off without me.
More than ever.
Haley will.
Hey, look at me. I know you can.
It's enough, Marcel. You've won. New Orleans. In fact, despite your appalling behavior, I'm offering you a chance at peace. That's all. And you would be making a mistake. Survived, would no doubt return to seek revenge, bringing our end come for you. And her daughter after. An endless cycle of violence you will bring upon yourself. Or we leave.
You destroyed more, all because you can.
Of years. Never felt so. Even considering the imprisonment, I had moments of solace to sustain me. Because of them, I'm here now.
Yet peace soon done.
No.
Who said it back? Carry on.
What's the hold up? One day of peace with my daughter before we... The house is cloaked, we weren't followed, and I'm not asking. Hello?
Sure, told her that you're very old.
Oh, someone must have disparaged me. Perhaps that crone mare. And yet she fears me.
You were her fairy tale prince, Klaus. Now that our brother has found his noble.
Do. Very much. In a hovel, all of us crowd nicer than it sounds.
Kids to play with.
Orange ones are the most vibrant. It has a broken wing. You, love, is which the world has ever seen.
Strong enough to keep off the bed.
Is going to harm my little girl. Then, eh? You can show me your drawings. It's lost on the feeble-minded. I shouldn't be surprised What's he always was a selfish git.
And for his beige dreamland.
You packing your bags?
Nick, you do not need me anymore. I adore you. Wouldn't it be nice if we could part on happy terms?
And now I belong beside my daughter, and I suppose you deserve to find your place in...
Dad? I had a dream. He was hurting these kids.
Distraught, stay and comfort her.
We're all gone.
What is this?
Over and over.
It's Creole.
She's asking for you.
I'm gonna delegate my child's safety to...
I will handle Marcel out of the three of ours.
Leaving me to do what exactly? Which will be soon. Seeing these walls, you just stay calm. Now, sweetheart, I am not gonna let anything take you safe. Always. She's sleeping. Soon to stir up one of her medicinal concoctions involved in witch business.
Crazy.
Regardless of her excuses or your loyalty. Whatever hold this has a power greater than you know. Come on. She's fighting it. Whatever.
And the sooner you... Yours included.
It's a bit late for you to be careful. Lest your insults mar.
That's what you do when you're the king.
My time in your dungeon clarified my pride. You to the endless struggle to prove yourself my best.
As we claim our power, Master.
Don't look into the blue light.
Find an old friend.
Soon as hope is better. You need to go to the bayou without...
Why?
Take Hope. I'll be right behind
What are
you.
you saying?
My daughter nearly died. I have to make sure that, most of all, Freya will help. Children. I should be given a medal instead. Marcel was exposed. If the Hollow can look into me, then I came after Hope.
Of New Orleans.
To solace, let's not forget that you killed you as well.
Here to deliver a sacrifice.
Either Klaus, both fighting to the death. And I assume I have the misfortune of demon sputtering.
Of you, he's lost everyone he loved. And now...
All meaningless threats. Is that the extent of your power?
Whatever I like.
Michael is dead and you are nothing more than a bad dream.
Ruthless. Nice. Next time it might even be hope.
No!
Even if you could resist. And I will make him now.
I was worried.
I've underestimated. Lead me, see things, do things. For me to kill Marcel. Seems neither of us is to leave until one of us does. And I'm to take your word for it, and I can. I am no fool.
Damn it, Chloe.
Well, today will be your...
I won't let you hurt my child. Mine remain unaltered for the time being.
That's easy, but...
I think I'll hold on to it. You think I spared Marcel out of some mercy was necessary. One that will be attended by New Orleans Al. And as the celebrate our truce. Attendance would only complicate matters. It's such a shame this will soon be read with...
We'll only weaken our position.
Yes.
But how do we protect hope from all of this?
We cannot sit idly by while threats to our family.
And should any turmoil...
Still trying to find the right idiom. Around. Comes. I think that fits. The victor goes the spoils. No, I have it. You know I can use it at my...
Then use it.
Merriment above, Freya assured me that so. Assured me this is not to scare you, Joshua. And there's that girl you've been seeing. After all, the more familiar I am with her, and I do fear him.
So until...
But before we do, our relationship with this city, and indeed long and complicated, brief and peaceful stay. New friendships.
It was a nice speech.
Now, why don't you go back to making... I'm going to be playing host. I suggest we begin before the evening ends.
Talking to all the guests, shaking hands, and while I was... Now the card
Suspect is a hanged magician with a penchant.
So that...
Well, Vincent is an expert. Doesn't work, we'll be forced to kill everyone here.
Remember the deal we made?
Compliment. I'm so glad the lack of invitation didn't... He's been detained.
Funny, he didn't come home last night either.
Or perhaps he's simply avoiding you. You should try not to be so clingy. Boundless confidence, his boyish charm. Am I supposed to tell me exactly how much of this cursed... do when it finds out you've been making deals and him, it'll take you an eternity to willing to strike a bargain. But then you'd suffer the wrath of him after the party. Isn't judged by the competence of one's enemies.
took away my wife. That's how bad your master actually is.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. You've quite the one-track mind. Useful. I may just keep you around, at least until we've dealt with the Hollow. Or was it something I said? I'm terribly sorry, of course. Well, I don't know. Let's You see, it's precisely because of why I had to complete the spell. You've just found a piece of art. Dominic's death was a distraction.
You do?
Then they will try to raise this, and it will come for us all. Bloodshed in the house where my daughter sleeps and plays. Yes, yes, all who may have the means to kill us. So we're to stay here, while our enemies seek to resurrect this monstrosity. And let's... You won't be confined here. I'm what? Gladly.
And when the door...
You know, Hope, I'd rather you all the splinters and the dust. And the bat here, hanging upside down.
Dad.
I just figured while we're...
Powerful beyond measure. She won't need friends. She'll be working bloody boundary spell. Just to keep her safe.
By the way,
For as long as we can. You and I both. No one protected our... Oh, sweet child of mine. Yeah. You might want to hold on to these. There's a reason vampires avoid. She's not picking up either. You know, this is a fool's errand. My daughter needs the Hollow to be... Hope! Quite a mess, didn't I? She's at home, waiting for you. You took your bracelet off. I'm not angry, sweetheart. Come here. She was quiet when I think about the horror.
Marcel swept her away before she...
I didn't come to fight.
About our history.
Right, yeah. How dare I deny my daughter the heartwarming tale of... The thing is, we're not men. We're monsters. Elijah, Hope, let it take them. As if we work together. If this fossil has been whispering lies, I'd... Well, that's a fair point. It's familiar. And if perchance he's running late, I do need allies. While we appeal to the... are in a race to find those. Marcel knows the city. Perhaps it's time to mend... It's a trap.
A coven protects...
And while we're on the subject, she's 7. If anyone wants to talk to her, they should ask my permission. I'm going to be a perfect gentleman. And should any of her suit... On behalf of your ancestors? Well, that depends on you, doesn't it? There's something you're not mentioning.
Get angry later. We're here now.
So I tell him how lovely you remain. Something went wrong.
And that's how the Hollow was born.
I've been alive 1,000 years. I've never met anything. We'll have our bad days. Tedious. Perhaps you could get to the bit of the story that might be of... What the hell does that mean? Me captive here. Then release me.
No. You see, we have the same problem that the tribes did.
The blue lights. Well, then put her back in the prison that held her. And you imprison the Hollow. My life, but you lack the means, sweetheart.
That's all I need. I'm sorry.
Forgo a trip down memory lane.
You're not the place for kids.
Give my regards. Here.
It's so good.
Invented your Uncle Elijah and me would go so far as to say I was king.
Good morning.
I thought we had a truce, despite your extensive grievance. The last time anyone saw my brother, he was on his way. Freya informs me your mate Vince acolytes. We slaughtered a lot of them, and then to be sentimental. This is new
Collateral damage.
Oh, spare me your sanctimony. It was your...
Where I can use his sacrifice.
You'll forgive me for stating the fact. It relies entirely upon his...
Now, the only thing that we can do...
Freya, you still have the antidote we used to cure...
that you or anybody else here can do about it.
to justify your absurd plan.
Hey.
Ancestors can imprison the Hollow. If I'll need all of my magic and Elijah...
But I would sacrifice. You can channel my death to imprison. You can find him, cure him, and bring him home. Evil wench cannot be killed. It's gonna be okay.
It's time.
For what it's worth. Your silence is deafening. Say it.
Say what exactly?
Even taking pleasure in finally felling a long-standing foe. You killed Klaus Mikaelson. Maybe engraved sooner than you think.
Sigro?
Yes, yes, and now I'll finally reap my...
I was going to say, here you are.
How much longer?
It's because of them that we need the Hollow.
Okay, enough talk.
Complete the sacrifice without...
She knew we were coming! Get it like... Where's the pendant? All is in that pendant. We need to find him and bring him... For 1,000 years, my brother and I have walked... Spare me the medical analogies and... Well, then stop talking and get it. Told you. My brother, until I bring you back. Perhaps you should have stayed where you were. Well, first things first. We need to destroy the wreckage. Now, one scratch from the... Up. We still have more ground to cover.
Your kind?
Never shut up. None of this matters anyway. Capable of contacting her are the Harvest Girls Elijah murdered. No, that boy does say a faggot.
Indeed, indeed.
You fighting a one-man war, Master, or our alliance, and inform me of your tact. Perhaps you could do with my help.
Well, I love it when you two...
Ah, yeah. Magically crafted source of all our current misery. Or has the Hollow stolen it?
Both of you! We are under attack!
I want them for something else.
More stick. He's got you wrapped around his little finger. I'll find the thorns myself, this entire city, if that's what it takes. And if it turns... someone has to protect this family.
You know...
Weapon that can kill us, then you're a through. Then why seek the thorns at all?
What's her name?
Saving your precious... From what I hear, you saved the day. I see. So you ventured inside my brother's shattered things for family. He always has.
Back, it's so quiet. The rest of us.
Listen, Hope. The years a lot of bad people have stood ago, is no different.
Able to hold Elijah's soul much longer.
That will need more power.
Let me guess. We don't want Hope involved.
She's already involved. I believe this is showing us the key. Go after Rebecca.
Not leaving Haley alone.
You're the best advantage we got.
Anoint these world's most powerful beings trapped in a... Tell me you weren't overwhelmed by some brain-dead witch. Don't care what she offered him. Where is he? I'd rather rip out your vocal cord. She raised Davina, betray your family, and you, pathetic as... Oh, nothing to her.
I need a little more time.
Tears a privilege reserved for status has been revoked.
What if you could bring her back?
She said there was some... At least you have someone to comfort you.
And it's only
Yes, and he's very excited. Well, after all, every princess... We should be celebrating your return, brother. Haley's still not talking. Give her time, sure. Marcel will want us gone post-haste. I know that look. You need some, but we'll go where we go. 'Cause there are a couple of conversations. Whatever those thieving acolytes, Haley killed her. I saw the corpse from my own. Perhaps they had us. Tell me, were you a part?
Back off, all right? Look.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get back to work.
That book represents...
We're heading to the place where you died. Pointedly, Haley saw in you. She will come to her. 1,000 this earth will ensure her safety. Everything else can wait. Domini Nostri. And to kill the lot of you? Well, by all means, spend the last few moments of your life. That body as well, and on until she gets the hint.
And in a lovely touch of irony.
I said I'd get you this.
It's about the daughter. And be gone forever. Wrong, but she's still a child.
Hope's connected to that. Keep Hope with us.
Hope?
The Holocene.
Just stay awake. You can't fall asleep. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was cruel. In the moment I saw you, I need you to fight. Thousand. Pray that thou knowest. As it in. She's my heart and soul. We can't give up.
Your little girl.
You said there was a way to save her.
There is. Step 1.
If it'll save my little girl, then we will make it. Where have you been?
We can't just go running in there.
Haley, we have a plan.
And I know you can hear. I want you to listen very carefully. Once said.
There is something that you need to know about the ritual.
Thank you for coming.
Was something wrong?
No more favors. Unless, of course, you count the burden of hearing my confession. I was never a good father to you. Never saw myself in the man who rang apples. But the oppressor, hardly perfect. Unless we...
Because I'd have to face the fact that I'm not good enough for your...
If you love each other. To my eternal... You always did love a dramatic entrance. You were always the keeper of up, and because of that, you will feel this pain, perhaps into a spiral of mayhem and blood. I need you to leave me, our enemy, alone. When the time... Do any of us really believe that? I love you.